into the video. I am very excited. Oh God, I've got a hair on my eye. I'm very excited to be talking to you today about a partnership that I've got over the next few months, and it is with Zwift. I am so excited about this because if you've watched my channel for a while, you know how much I use Zwift, and I'm just so excited to be able to be doing some stuff and some work with them to be able to ride with a lot of you. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So over the next 4 months, I'm going to be putting on some group rides, some women specific only rides as well as hill climbing rides. And yeah, we're just going to have a brilliant time riding together in the virtual world while the weather is dreadful outside. So yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing over the next few months. I will be announcing them probably on my Instagram of the dates and times when they're going to be. So if you don't follow me on Instagram already, head over to there. It's at Katie Kookaburra with a 1 on the end. Also, I will try and maybe mention it in other videos, so you probably see them scattered around. But yeah, if you want to make sure that you're going to be part of that and want to ride, then yeah, have a look on my Instagram. So yeah, I guess also what I wanted to talk to you today about is what is Zwift, if you don't already know, and actually how to set it up. Because I know for me at the start, it is quite daunting because you're like, how does it all work? What do I need to actually be able to set it up? So hopefully in today's video, I'm going to make that really simple and really easy to understand, because I want as many people as possible to be able to experience Zwift, because for me, it has just been the way that I've been able to keep consistent with my training in winter and just keep me sane when I can't ride outside. I just think it is the best. I just love Zwift, so that's why I'm so excited and so grateful to be able to be working with Zwift. So very grateful for that. So let's talk about what is actually Zwift. So Zwift is a virtual cycling world where you ride with other riders. You can do your own training plans in there, you can do races in there. There are different worlds that you can ride in. So Watopia is kind of their imaginary world, but there's also different real life worlds, I guess. So there's London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond as well, so that you can actually, for example, ride up Box Hill, which was one of my favourite little routes to do, and it actually looks like the actual Box Hill, which I think is very fun. And there's also Alpe d'Huez as well, so you can actually ride up the 21 switchbacks of Alpe d'Huez, like Alpe d'Huez. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some hill climbing up there as well on some of these rides. So that is what Zwift is. I think Zwift has, I would say, single-handedly been what has kept me so fit over winter. Like, I feel so much stronger going into summer now than before when I didn't have Zwift. I genuinely think it is just an amazing piece of technology to use and connect and ride with other people. So I'm really excited to be doing this. So let's get on to actually what you need to set up. If you've already got Zwift set up, you probably don't want to watch the rest of this video. Come back when I've got some other stuff to chat to you about. But if you haven't and you are interested in, using Zwift, then keep on watching. What you actually need to set up Zwift, you're going to need a bike, obviously. You're also going to need a trainer of some sort. So trainers come in 2 different types. You've either got a smart trainer or a classic trainer. And what a smart trainer differs to the classic is that a smart trainer has a power meter in that trainer. So as you're riding along, it is taking the power that you're putting through the pedals and then putting that into Zwift. So it's able to propel your like avatar in the game, the amount that you're actually putting into the bike. It can also change resistance as well. So say you're going up a hill in Zwift world, it will change the resistance to make you feel like you're going up that hill, which is just, I love it so much. Whereas a classic trainer basically works using just a speed sensor, so you're not going to get that change in resistance like you would a smart trainer. I've tried both, and hands down, I think smart trainers are the way to go if this is something that you want to invest in, because it is expensive to be able to, buy one of these smart trainers, but the difference is just phenomenal, and I love it. I absolutely just love using Zwift. Have I said that enough? Yes. So for me, I use a Wahoo Kicker, and it's been faultless. I mean, there are lots of different ones out there. Zwift actually have got a link and a list of all the compatible trainers that you can get. So I'll leave a link to that below if you are interested in that. But yeah, I use the Wahoo Kicker. It's been really good, really happy with it. So now, once you've got your trainer sorted and your bike, the third thing that you're going to need is a way to actually view Zwift. So there's a couple of different options. You can either use your phone, whether that's an iPhone or an Android, or you can use an iPad or a tablet, or you can use a computer, so a PC or a Mac. Or the final way you can watch or use Zwift is through Apple TV. For me, I personally use it on my Mac. One of my friends uses it on his iPad, and my other friend uses it hooked up to a huge fancy TV screen with orange LED strips behind the TV to make it like proper Zwiftified, a Zwiftified pain cave. Is that even a word? I don't know. But I will show it to you one day. I'll probably put it on my Instagram because it is just so good. I want him to come and do it to my pain cave to make it equally as impressive. But for now, I just use my Mac. So how to actually pair the trainer to your like actual device. So for me, I use an ANT, like a dongle, I guess, that fits into the USB port of your computer. And what that does is that tells the trainer to link with, I don't know why I said it like that, to link to your computer and then into Zwift. So you can link things via Bluetooth or ANT. And so for me, I actually use a mixture of the two because I find for me that is what keeps everything so stable. Because to make this maybe a little bit more complicated is I actually use my own power meter. So I don't actually use the power meter that comes within the Wahoo Kicker. I actually use my own power meter. And the reason for that is so that it's consistent with when I'm riding outside, because I do have a coach who looks at my data and looks at my power, and I want to make sure that it's always the same. So yeah, that's just basically what I do. And I also pair up my heart rate monitor as well. So what you need to do is, if you're going to use a PC or a Mac, plug in the ANT dongle, get onto the Zwift app, and it will ask you to pair your devices and your smart trainer or your regular trainer to your computer. So that's what I do. You just search, you just click on the drop downs, search for your actual power meter or heart rate monitor or cadence sensor or speed sensor, and then connect. And like I say, on a computer, so for me on a Mac, I use ANT and Bluetooth. Whereas if you are on a mobile phone, it is all linked via Bluetooth, and it will just work a little bit more straightforward because you don't need the ANT. So once that is connected, once that is all set up, you just click, I think it says ride, and then off you go. And that is as simple as it is. And I think it can be, like I say, it can be quite daunting because you're like, well, how do I make sure it works? How does it fit? What do I actually need to do? So I hope that's simplified it somewhat of what you actually need to do. And I basically hope this has helped you because it is such a great training tool and way to keep sane, for me anyway, in winter. So I reckon that is it for this video. If you've got any questions about Zwift, about setting up, about anything to do with Zwift, leave them in the comments and I will answer them. And I'm also going to be doing a couple more videos, like how-to videos of how to use Zwift. So I'm going to be looking at like I say, changing worlds, like I was talking about earlier. Gotta sound proper northern then. Like I was talking about earlier. Also about races in Zwift, because Zwift racing is amazing. I don't race outside anymore, but I love racing on Zwift, so I'm going to be doing some streams of those and telling you how you can actually take part in Zwift races. Also talking a little bit about the training plans, because there are so many training plans already there, already ready. So if you wanting to get fit, you can, sign up to one of these 12-week 12-week FTP boosters, for example. And also, if like me, you have a coach who gives you specific training plans, I'm going to tell you how you can create your own workouts in there. But like I say, if there's anything else that you want clarifying and just any questions about Zwift, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to them. Hope that's helped. I will either see you in the next video unless I see you in Zwift before.